Try as I might, I just simply could not finish reading any of these books. If one of your favorites is on there, please convince me to continue reading it, because I have tried and I can't get through them. I cannot. The first book. This book was recommended to me in my real life by my acquaintances, and essentially is a fantasy book, but like a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I don't know. I started reading it, everything was moving way too fast, and I didn't like the main character, so I stopped reading it. I got about that much through. This is a series, and I've heard that the first one is really, really bad, and then it gets better as the series progresses, but I don't know if I'm patient enough to sit through this. I wanted to like it, I didn't. They both die at the end. I had such high hopes for this book because I think this has such a like cool idea, but I just got way too bored. The only reason why I want to finish it is because I need to know how they die. Okay, I have one theory. I have several theories. The first theory is that they have a corrupt government and the world is overpopulated. So to deal with that, every single day, a group of people get randomly selected to be massacred because there is just too many people. Or two, it's like a psychic situation where people can predict when people are going to die, and they're just like basically giving you a warning, which sort of plays into the idea of, if you could, would you want to know when you died or how you died? And I think this is playing on their when you die idea. But the people in this society, they're like terrified. Like every single time like the phone gets ringed up, they're terrified. Maybe they just commit suicide. My intrigue is, I think, what's going to push me over the line to continue reading this. I'm gonna have to reread it because I have not picked this book up since like 2020. So I wanted to like this book. I really wanted to, but I couldn't. Let me tell you a little story. So it's 2020. I'm on my way to my netball game. I decide I'm going to read in the car. I get to a very confronting scene where Carrie, our main character, is in the girls' locker room, and she's found out that she has just had her period, and all the girls are really mean, and so instead of helping her, they just like chuck pads and tampons at her, and a tampon gets tangled in this girl's pubic hair. Once I read that, I closed the book, put it down, and have not opened it since, because what an odd thing to, like, that is not possible. That is not possible to happen. I cannot. Every time, I can't get past it. And every single time I look at it, I shudder. I shudder a little because I just get flashbacks from that scene. Because what the hell? I'm sorry. I don't like this book because it's got a stupid sticker on the front of it. Aside from that, I tried to read it. I read like the first page, and then, I don't know, it didn't really grip my attention. So I just put it down and picked up a different book, because I purchased this book with a whole bunch of other ones. So basically, if a book didn't stand out to me, I just moved on. But I've heard lots of good things about it. Look, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's got a very interesting idea. So I'm going to give this another shot. I will give this another shot. All the Bright Places. I picked this up, read the first page, put it back down again, never picked it up. And I'm meaning to read it. I'm gonna be honest, like, this book I would have loved if I was 10 years old. And I'm not 10 years old anymore. So I think that's probably... Oh, come on now. Why do all the books have this ugly sticker on it? I hate that. I despise that immensely. When did I get this book? Like, soon to be a Netflix film? Isn't it already a Netflix film? Hang on, let me do some research. The 28th of February, 2020. So it has been several years. I've had this book for several years, and I hate when books are on my shelf and I have not finished reading them. So I think one day I'm just gonna like do it, and I won't be harsh, because like I said, this would be a book that I would have loved if I was a little kid, and it's my fault that I have not read it when I was a little kid. You guys, I've tried so hard. Several times I've tried to read this, okay? And I always stop it. I think there are men outside my window. Ew. They're probably old men. Ew. There are random men making a ruckus outside my room. However, we're gonna move on because we persevere. Okay, we persevere. Anyways, come on, it's not that long. At some point, I'm just gonna sit down, bite the bullet, and read it. I can't keep looking at this on my shelf because I hate when I have books that I have not read. I have this image in my mind of someone being like to me, oh, what's that book about? And imagine how embarrassing it would be if I had to be like, oh, actually, I haven't read it. And then they're like, well, when did you get it? 2020? When I was 15? Wait, was I 15 in 2020? I was 15 then. I was 15 when I got these books. Alright, I'm gonna go. But please, if one of your favorite books is here, please somehow convince me to read it. Give me some motivation, please. Please and thank you. I'm going.